Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody, wherever you are in the world, joining us on this amazing call tonight.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world, joining us on this call tonight. This is our amazing special training for our team and, of course, everyone who get to listen to this webinar anywhere in the world. We're so delighted to have this particular special training with very unique intentions. And the goal, is to create amazing results in our teams and to build this business to the billion. My name is Dr. Anthony Osegale, an ambassador with Global World Trade. And of course, I'm co hosting this call tonight with our fastest regional ambassador Joy Osegale. Yeah, what are your expectations tonight, RA?
Wow. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're logged in around the world. Um, Tonight is going to be fabulous. I like to say a very good evening, sir, to NA Abdur Razak Abdul Aziz. Now, if you don't know about who this icon is, he's about to unfold himself. I'm super excited because I know that when we have such an icon in the house, a lot is going to be released. So I'm expectant, I'm waiting, I'm ready to move on to my next level. And I know everyone logged on here, they are all ready to move on to the next level and let the ball just roll.
Fantastic. Thank you so very much, ROA. The fact of the matter is that a lot of things have been happening in this business, a lot of accolades, a lot of achievements, a lot of record breaking, taking place just today. Our presenter today was featured on Business for Home uh, magazine. It's a global magazine that is actually read all over the world, and it's something that every direct sale company or direct sale uh, soldier, direct sale distributor wants to participate, in or read up items on because, that's where you find the best of the best congregating, in this business. So our presenter tonight was showcased on that magazine today, and just one accolade after the other. And these things are not by magic. There are steps to be taken. There's a mindset to have, and there's a way to achieve this. And I am absolutely eager to learn tonight from this amazing, amazing achiever. Tonight, we have with us on the call an amazing person from Team Nigeria. This gentleman, joined this business about 19 months ago, so to speak. Yeah, about 19 months ago. He became a $10,000 per month earner in this business in his first 5 months. He became a $25,000 per month earner in his seventh month in this business and became the fastest national ambassador in this company globally. 18 months in this business, he achieved this amazing feat. And not to talk about the several accolades and several recognitions he has won from the CEO of GWT, of course, our amazing, I call him the professor of forensic networking, Ramin Mesgalu. Now, without further ado, we'd like to bring on the call tonight National Ambassador Abdul
Abdul
Razak
Razak Abdul
Abdulaziz.
Aziz.
Abdul Razak,
Wow, wow, wow,
are you
wow.
there?
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Take it away.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Ambassador Anthony and Regional Ambassador Joy Osarele. Two of you are amazing, amazing individuals. I've had the privilege of working very, very closely with you, and wow, you two inspire me. You're such a power couple. I call you in, all of Team Nigeria, and, especially, and in fact, all the world. Now, everybody who's on the call tonight, you're welcome. I'm so excited to be, presenting this evening. Now, it's I'm doing this just the way I love to do my things. It's very direct, straight to the point. I When I was invited to do this presentation this morning, honestly, I just said yes, because first of all, I don't like to say no, okay? And of course, this request coming from Ambassador Anthony, it's just definitely was just going to take place. All right, so I thought, okay, between that time and now, I'll prepare some slides and use it because I don't even have any slides for this presentation. I've been doing this training now for about 2.5, going to 3 months, I think, and I don't have any slides that I've prepared. I do it on whiteboard, whenever I do it live. So I want everybody, if you don't have, a pad and a paper yet, please get some writing material, okay? Get some paper, get some biros or pencils, to take down this I want you to take down notes, okay? And the reason is because you know um what works is the magic that happens between your hand and your head is unbelievable, okay? So it's very important that you take notes. I'll start with that actually, okay? So I'm going to be telling you exactly what I did, to achieve national ambassador, and I'm going to be very truthful with you. Okay, I'll be very honest with you. I'll be very blunt with you. This is in-house, except of course somebody gave this link out to a prospect. All right, but I believe everybody on the call right now is a luxury consultant in Team MIMSHACH. And then if you're from any other teams, okay, you're welcome as well. So I always say this during the live trainings. I'll be very brutal. Okay, I'll be very mean because this is an in-house. All right. So we're going to be looking at this training from 3 angles. The first angle is recruiting, okay? Recruiting. Secondly, we're going to look at the process, the GWT process. And thirdly, we're going to look at PD, personal development. Personal development. So number 1, it's recruiting. The second is the process, and the third part is personal development. Okay, now I always say that there's nobody is a know-it-all. Okay, if you see anybody who calls himself that he knows everything, run away, because that person is going to take you down. Nobody knows it all, but people have the opportunity to learn just about anything they want to learn. There's the greatest skill I think anybody can have is how to get information. If you know how to get information about anything, you're good to go. You don't have to cram everything in your head. So I'm going to be doing a lot of that tonight, right? Because we have just about an hour. So this training normally takes about, to do it well, maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I'm going to cram it in. Then I'll show you where to get the rest of most of the information. All right. So we're looking at the first part, and that is recruiting. Years ago, before I even did GWT, when I first started my career in direct sales, I was introduced to a number of materials, and one of them is a book called My First Year in Network Marketing by Mark Yarnell and Renee Reed Yarnell. It's a book. It's almost I don't know. Is it up to an inch thick? Maybe. I've never read that book from cover to cover. I've never even read one chapter in that book. Never. Because I just don't have the time. Okay. But what I did, or what I do, is when I get a book, when I get some material, I quickly, first of all, I look at the back to give me an idea of what the book is about, and then I that I thought, yeah, this is something you should learn right away. And I went to that chapter and I flipped through it. And while glancing at the chapter, I think I saw a particular chapter or a line that says, recruit or die. Recruit or die. That's all I needed to read in that book. I closed the book, and up till today, I've never opened it. But that is what, I saw that's most important for me. I think, or, I thought at that time, I still think now, recruit or die. Mark, he just passed on a few months ago. Maybe it's up to a year, I'm not sure. He said, recruit or die, because that is our business. You need to recruit. Your raw material for this business are people. Two sets of people. Number one set of people are the customers, people that will buy products from you. And the second is your business partners, those that will launch and own, the virtual designer mall, who become consultants. What are they, ladies and gentlemen? These are people. That's your raw material. All right. So recruiting is paramount in our business. Okay, and you need, this training. Okay, I learned this training from one of my teachers, mentors, and I'm hoping I'm going to meet him in person, very, very soon. Eric Worre. This is exactly what happened. You see, I'm sure most of you have heard my story. I started this business with my wife, and then, 2 months into the business, I saw the big opportunity myself, and then I took the business over from her. About that time, Eric had announced a training called Recruit 20 People in 30 Days. Recruit 20 people in 30 days. And when I was preparing to launch my GWT business, I remember that, what really, set me off is the fact that I can become a shareholder. And the requirement is 16.6, as most of you will know already. So I was already prepared to go look for 16 people. I made up my mind to do it in 12 months or less. I'm going to get 16 people into my team. And then I heard about, it was February 15th, 14th or 15th, and I saw the highlight, I saw the trailer for the training, Recruit 20 People in 30 Days. And at the end of it, Eric mentioned the things that will happen if you do that. That's all I needed to see. I didn't need to go through the presentation entirely. The first time I went through the presentation entirely was the day that I decided that a lot of people were asking, calling me, texting me, sending me Facebook messages, Abdul, how did you do it? How did you do it? And I had been telling them, oh, I did this, I did that. Then it just occurred to me that day, look, what people want to know is, how did you do it? What did you do? So I decided, okay, I'm going to tell people exactly what I did. So I'm telling you exactly what happened. So 16 people was my goal, and I saw the trailer for this training, and I said, okay, 20 people in 30 days, that's good for me. What's he going to get? Eric mentioned, I said, boom, I'm going all the way. So I did not go through the training a year plus ago. I only did a few weeks ago when I decided to go to do this exact training for our team here in Abuja. And guess what? I sat down and I went through it, and it was as if, it was so surreal, because everything that Eric was training is exactly what I had achieved. Exactly. All right. And the reason why you need to recruit 20 people in 30 days is because if you take a statistics of all the top earners in this business, all of them, they do an intense activity in a very short period of time. And the most intense, most important activity is recruiting. So they take between 15, 20 people, they recruit them in a very, very short period of time. And, Eric Worre said, okay, let's look at a 30-day window. Let's use the benchmark. Normally, it's a 90-day game plan. Okay, but because we don't have time to go through a 90-day game plan, let's do the short version, which is, activity in 30 days. Now, my mission this evening is to inspire all of you that you can do it. That's my mission this evening. All right. So it doesn't matter if you're new in the business or if you've been in it, you've had a short period of time that you've been doing your business, or you've been in it for some time and you're earning good money already. It doesn't matter, because these principles work for those who just got started, those who are stuck in their business, they're not moving forward, nor are they moving backwards, or people who are already earning good money. This, is going to work for everybody. All right. So it doesn't matter whether you're new, you're stagnating, or you're earning money, or you want to look at creating more business more business for yourself in your business. All right. So before we go deep into it, we're going to be looking at three main areas when it comes to recruiting 20 people in 30 days. All right. Why is it important? The first thing is why. Why is it important to recruit 20 people in 30 days? Write it down. Why is it important for me to recruit 20 people in 30 days? What? That's the next thing. What? What will it be worth if I do it? All right. I'm using the word I because I want you to personalize this training. All right. I want you to imbibe it. I want it to be yours. All right. So what will it be worth if you do it? What are your expectations? And the third thing is how. How do you do it? How will you do it? How will I do it? So we're going to be talking about why, what, and how. Now, the attributes of successful people, in network marketing, success, growth, income, it comes from intense activity, like I mentioned earlier. You have to do some things, in a very, very short period of time. All right, very, very short period of time. You go out and you get into the trenches and you work your butt off. Okay. Now let's clear some myths before we go on, before we go deeper into this. What are those myths? Two big myths, really, in network marketing. People tell you slow and steady wins the race. They tell you just be slow. Just take your time. Make sure you're attending the meetings. Make sure you're attending the trainings. Just take it slow. Be steady. Everything's gonna happen for you. Well, that's a myth. It's not true. Slow and steady will starve you. Slow and steady will not put money in your pocket. It's not going to put food on your table. It's going to starve you. Okay. The second myth is just don't quit. Just stay in the game. As long as you're in the business, as long as you're in GWT, you will succeed. You're going to hit the 10K club eventually. You're going to hit 25K club eventually. It's just a matter of time. Just don't quit. You're learning skills. You're growing. You're practicing. But you know what? It's not going to work. That's another big lie. You need a burst of energy. It's not just about not quitting, because what happens is if you stay in the game, you don't quit and you're attending the trainings and you're doing all of that, you're growing, but you're not seeing the results. Guess what begins to happen? Conflict between your head and your body, your mind and your body. Conflict because your head, your mind, is it's okay. Yes, I'm in the game. I'm learning. I'm growing. Yeah, I'm practicing it. But guess what? Your body starts to say, "Hey, you know what? I'm not seeing the results." Your body begins to be weak. You cannot attend the trainings. You can't be on the webinar. How many people were invited to this webinar tonight? How many people are on the call? You need to start asking yourself this kind of questions. How many people? Tons of people. And I can see how many here. I can see 11 people on the call. Out of 101 people that registered, only 11 people are on the call. Where are the 95 tired means this is not worth it for me. I'm not seeing the money. I don't see, the big picture ahead, so I'm just, okay, I'll be on the next call. So I can get the recording. People let small things cheat them out of big opportunities. So just don't quit is a big myth. Rule it out. You need a burst of energy. Go out and recruit 20 people. All right? So let's talk about the what now. What will it be worth to you if you recruit 20 people in 30 days? Number one, I hope you're taking good notes here. Number one, the upfront commissions. I want you to write down upfront commissions, and then at the side, just leave a space at the side. Put an amount. Put an amount in naira or in figures. What's it going to be worth to you? In GWT, we have what we call the wholesale profit. $50 on top of silver package. People who come into your team are silver VDM owners or higher. And then, of course, if they are retailers, it's $10. All right, so let's pretend you're not bringing in retailers, you're bringing in silvers and up. So that's $50. So what's going to mean in 20 days? If you recruit 20 people in 30 days, 20 multiplied by 50 is how much? Write it down. Number two, what about any other bonuses? Are there any other bonuses that will come from recruiting 20 people in 30 days? 20 people. How many people do you need to get to ambassador? 10. If you do it in 30 days, that's up to $22,000 in cash, bonuses, and incentives. What about people who you bring in that time? In 30 days, you're bringing in 20 people. They see the fire in you. They too go to work. Are you seeing the big picture? Write down a figure from the top of your head how much that will mean to you in 30 days. If you bring in 20 people, write down a figure. Number three, in 12 months, the next 12 months, how much do you think you're going to earn in the next 12 months if you recruit 20 people in 30 days? What about all those people that you bring in? Your team is exploding. Everybody is, on fire. Commissions are beginning to come in. $500, $1,000, $2,000 weekly, a month. Let's say you average just, even if it's $1,000 every single month. That's $12,000 in a year. If you're ambitious like me, raise the bar. Write down a figure bigger than $12,000. Did I say 12,000? Yeah, 12,000 or more than that. Number three, lifetime. Lifetime income. In GWT, what's lifetime income? That's becoming a shareholder. You are earning 2%. You're sharing 2% of everything earned by the company in 12 months for the rest of your life. You want to put a figure to that? Write it down. Number five, how about your position? How about your position? What comes with your positions in GWT once you become an ambassador? In fact, you want a diplomat. All right. So we've talked about that in what comes in 30 days. Okay. All right. Let's say you become an ambassador. It comes with the ambassador cruise. Can you put a figure on that if you were to pay for it for yourself? How about when you become, a regional ambassador? It comes with an 18 months, upfront car payment. It's about $1,500 every single month. What about when you become, okay, that's national ambassador. What about global ambassador? You get the exotic car. It's about 3,000 grand every single month. or you opt for the Fairy Mosh, ring, or the Fairy Mosh, is it ring or the watch? Can you put a price on that? Write it down. What about the example? That's number 6. The example that you bring to bear on your team. They see you. You're an ambassador. You're a regional ambassador, national ambassador, global ambassador. What do you think they will do? Look, people do what you do, not what you tell them to do. Will you be your own sponsor in this business? Think about that. Will you be your own sponsor? Whatever you're doing right now, are you telling people to do it? Or are you doing it yourself? The example. So you become a national ambassador and you have 40 people in your front line, all of them become national ambassadors. What's going to happen to your paycheck? Number 7, reputation and prestige. Remember to put an amount on the example, okay, that you become to other people, okay? What's it going to do in multiple effects in terms of your income? Put a number there. Number 7, reputation and prestige. Business for Home just featured me today. Do you think I can put a price on that? Do you know what that would do for my business? It's a recruiting tool. I don't have to talk. You don't have to talk. You can use it yourself. You don't need to talk. This is an international recognition in the industry of network marketing, the entire industry. Can you put a price on that? Even if you could, write a number down. Now, I want you to total, sum up all the money that you put down for your upfront commissions, any other bonuses that you get, 12 months, lifetime income, the rank, the position, what's in terms of monetary value, the example that you set for the team, the reputation that you accord to yourself. Sum it up. Total. How much do you have there? Whatever it is. Recruiting 20 people is not about the upfront commission. It's not about the lifetime commission. It's not about the income in 12 months. It's not about the position. It's not about the example. It's not about the reputation you accord unto yourself. It's about everything. Everything you put down there. That's what recruiting 20 people is going to do. It's going to radically change your life, the life of your entire family. Now, if you're honest about the numbers that you put down, you will say to yourself, and I want you to say it to yourself right now, I can't afford not to do this. Say it to yourself and say it with meaning. I can't afford not to do this. This is too valuable. I can't afford not to do this at all. This is too valuable of a process. Okay? Now, success loves speed, team. Success loves speed. Slow and steady will starve you. Success loves speed. All right? So, we've talked about what it will mean to you. Now, let's talk about why. Why 20 people? Why not recruit 30 people in 30 days? One person every single day. Why not recruit twice the amount? 40 people in 30 days. Why not 100 people in 30 days? Why 20? This is the reason why. Why 20? Now, if you recruit 20 people in this business, statistically, all right, 12 people will do something. That's the general rule. 12 out of 20 will do something. emerge as, your team players, 8 of them out of 20. In 12 months, in 1 year, 4 people out of the 20 will be your big time players. They'll be your money makers. They'll be bringing in, up to 60, 70, 80% of what you're bringing into your business. 4 people, the activity. Out of those 4, 1 person, okay, will be doing half of what all the 4 people are doing. In 5 years, out of the 20 people, only 2 people, okay, will be your big time players out of all the 20. 2. Now, this is what happens, okay, if you do 20 people in 30 days. What if you do 20 people, slow and steady? You do 20 people in 20 months. That's 1 person every single month. That means, oh, you're not going to the training. Oh, you know what? I'm in the game. I'm not going to quit. I'm just taking it easy. They told me if I stay in the game, as long as I don't, jump ship, I don't go to another company, it's going to work for me. And you're there just dragging your feet. 1 person every month. 20 people in 20 months. What's going to happen? The same statistics. All right? 8 people instead of 12 people will do something. Only 8 will do something. All right? 4 people instead of 8 people in the next 90 days will, show up as, your big time players. 1 person in 12 months. 1 person in 12 months will be responsible for, the majority of your earnings. In 5 years, which is very rare, actually, very rare, and in 5 years, guess what? Nobody. You will not see anybody in your team. Nobody will be there because you're taking it what? Slow and steady. Success loves speed. You need to pour it on. Put your foot on the gas pedal and press it to the floor. Rev it and move. Now, here's the secret. This is the biggest secret. Do you know that if you bring the same people, the same 20 people, recruit 20 people in 30 days, recruit 20 people in 20 months, the results hold true. The same people will give you the results. If you bring them in 30 days, the same people will give you the other results if you bring them in one after the other in 20 months. My question to you, ladies and gentlemen, which result do you want? The first result or the second result? You will get either with the same people. Why? The pace of the team is determined by the pace of the leader. That's it. Now let's go to how. How do you recruit 20 people in 30 days? How do you do it? Number 1, what's your story? You need to have a story. What are you telling your recruits when you talk to them about GWT? What are you telling them? What's your story? Stories sell, facts tell. Stories sell, facts tell. 22 months ago, I had no story. None at all. I wasn't earning $500 a week. I was not a diplomat. I was not an ambassador. I was not a regional ambassador. Neither was I a national ambassador. I had zero story. Didn't matter? No, because I could use another person's story. That's what I did. Once I made up my mind, I started to do research. Who are the top players in this company? I looked around Nigeria. I looked outside of Nigeria. I began to contact my VDM. I live in Abuja. I didn't even know about the MI5. I didn't know about that. My sponsor did not tell me about MI5. Everything I know about this company right now, 80%, 90%, maybe even 95%, I learned by myself in the back office. And all the available resources that I could lay my hands on, I became voracious. I was reading like crazy. I learned it. And once I began to find these leaders, I began to use their story. When I'm talking to my prospects, I tell them, look, I just got started in the business. I don't have any result to show you. I've not earned any money. The truth is always good enough. Don't sugarcoat. Don't say you're earning $50, $500 just to impress a prospect. Tell them you've not earned dime. You've not earned anything. But tell them, look, I know about a guy called Rene. He's making $100,000 in this business in a month. Hey, that's where I'm going. I know a Sherry. I know a Comfort Negedu. I know, Regional Ambassador Joy. I know that this person, she's in my team. She's in MIMSHACH. Have you heard about the name of our team? It's called Team MIMSHACH. We're the fastest growing team in GWT worldwide. That's a story. Use it. And tell them, I'm going to produce my results in a very short period of time. Are you in with me? You're either in with me or move out of my way. I'm going to run you over. Because I'm going to get this thing done with or without you. We're going to the billion. So use another person's story until you have a story. Number 2, pick your 30 days. All the notes that you take down today, if you don't put them to use, you've wasted your time on the call tonight. Common knowledge is not common practice. That's what's killing people. They hear about the information, maybe they don't even study it, but they learn about it, but they don't do anything with it. It's so sad. Don't let that be you. Use it. Implement it. It's a system. It will work for you. Now, once you pick your 30 days, let's talk about preparation. You need to prepare to go into war. You're like a soldier. You need to equip yourself. Wear your uniform. Put your belt on, put your boots on. Get your machine gun. Make sure it's fully loaded with ammunition. Because you're going into what? The battlefield. This is not easy, but it's worth it. So you need to what? Prepare. When I went through this training before I did it a few weeks ago, live, it was incredible. Because, like I said, I came back home that day after I learned about the big picture in GWT. I told my wife, you know what? We need to renegotiate this deal. Because, I can get this thing done in 12 months. That was preparation. I was telling her. I didn't know that it was, Remember, it's 30 days. You're recruiting 20 people in 30 days. So move everything out of the way that will block you. Have a free calendar. Knock off everything, okay? Remove all the barriers. Number 3, sacrifice. You must make sacrifice. In the next 30 days, no more Telemundo. No football. I can't remember the last time. Look, I have a smart TV sitting down next to me in my room right now, and my wife came in. Look, it still has the label on. I've not even removed it. I don't have time. Football? Come on. Those 22 guys on the pitch that everybody goes to cheer, that's their job. That's what puts money on the table for their loved ones. I prefer people to come and watch me make money too. I have nothing against football, but I just think, TV is a big time waster, as far as I'm concerned. Number 4, you have to negotiate with your family. I busted out laughing. Did I bust out laughing? No. I mean, I didn't bust out laughing, but it was so huge when I saw this, when I was doing the preparation for the training. Because that's what I did with my wife. I negotiated with her. I said, let me do this. Let me do this for our family. I negotiated with her. I told her, look, I'm not going to be around. Even when I'm around in the house, I'm not around. I need to study this thing. I need to know how it works. I call my kids. Look, daddy's going to be busy in the next few days. All right, so if I'm studying, please let me be. We're going to have a great time. More time together in the future. I'm doing this for us. So negotiate with your family. Let your family in. Let your wife know. That's why I love this couple hosting this call tonight. It's a family business. They understand the reason why they're doing it. And that's why they're excelling so fast. So you need to what? Negotiate with your family, your children. All right? You need to do that. Next is eliminate all distractions. Anything that is going to distract you in your chosen 30 days, make sure you remove it. No big parties, no big weddings coming up. Don't be involved in all these social things. Hey, if you need to do it, do it. But make sure it's not within your 30 days. Make sure you have a clear calendar before you embark on your 30-day, executing, 20 people in 30 days. Next is what? Your existing group. That's a big challenge for me right now. All right? So you need to talk to your front line, all right? The big players in your team. Hey, you know what? I'm going on a 30-day game plan. I'm not going to be available like I have been because I want to rebuild my business. I want to put some fresh blood into this team, into our business. So if I've been giving you 20%, I'm going to give you 2%. You cannot crawl all your life yourself. You need to get up and run. Do this thing. Go and get the information yourself and get this thing done. Leave me be for the next 30 days. I need to work on my business. Next, you need a fresh list. You need a fresh list of contacts, new people to come into your business. You need to, explore new grounds. Next is sharpen your skills. Sharpen your skills. You need to be ready at all times. And the biggest skill for this 30-day action plan is your invitation skills. You need to learn how to invite people to take a look at your GWT opportunity. Invitation is a gateway skill in network marketing, because if you don't know how to show people your business, you can guess what type of business you will have. So prepare. Those are your preparation, the things you need to do to get prepared. Now, let's look at, the math. So we've talked about how to do it now. So, that's how you're going to do it. You're going to have to prepare, have a story or use somebody else's story, choose your 30-day game plan, prepare, and then go into action. Now, let's look at the math, okay, of, recruiting 20 people in 30 days. Let's look at, the numbers, all right? Now, this is still part of, how you're going to do it. So how many people, normally join, typically, if you want to recruit 20 people, how many people would join you? How many people join you? About 20, 2 out of 10. You talk to 10 people, 2 people will join you. So let's just say about 20%. Okay, let's say about 20%. Will always join your business every time you talk about it. Second, let's look at how many presentations do you have to make to get 2 people to join you every time you talk to 10. How many presentations do you have to do? Okay, so let's say you do about 100 presentations, 100 tours. Okay, so that's what you're going to be looking at to do in 30 days, about 100 tours. How many people, how many appointments do you have to make those presentations? How many appointments? Because you're going to have to talk to a lot of people. Some people you invite them to tours, or you set up a one-to-one meeting, they won't turn up. No shows. So how many appointments you have to make? All right, let's say you set up about 125 appointments. Now, how many calls do you have to make to get those appointments? How many phone calls? How many personal calls you have to make? Maybe about 300 to get 125, maybe 300. What about your list? How many people do you think you should have on your list before you embark on this activity? Maybe 500. Maybe 500 will do. Guess what? That's what happens in 20 months. Now you're going for 20 in 30 days. Guess what will happen? You won't be getting 20 people joining you. 30% up to 40% of the people that you talk to will launch their VDM. They're seeing the fire in you. People buy you first before they buy GWT. It's a passion. It's a confidence. It's the I am going somewhere, that you're showing to people. It's your attitude. You buy that first. How many appointments? Sorry, how many presentations you have to make? You don't need 100. You need to make just about 60 to 70. That will do. How many appointments? You don't need 125. You need just about 90 appointments. How many calls? Do you need to make 300 calls? Half will do. You don't need 300 calls. You're on fire. Your closing rate is very, very what? High. How many people do you need on your list? 500? No, you don't. You need just about 300. That will do. That will do. And you're off and running. All right? So I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you the insight to where you can get the entire. So I've covered the most essential parts of recruiting 20 people in 30 days. I'm going to direct you to go and listen to the entire presentation, entire training by Eric Warren. You can find it on YouTube. Just look for how to recruit 20 people in 30 days. It's 1 hour, 20 minutes long. Lock yourself up in the room. Get that, download it, lock yourself up in the room. Go through it and pick your 30 days and go to action. So go to youtube.com, look for it. It's called How to Recruit 20 People in 30 Days. Download it and study it. Now let's go to the next section of our training. documents in GWT are just two: the launch pad and the next 30 days action plan. You master these two documents, you master these two processes, and you're good to go. That's what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know it then, but I said, what do I need to do? How do I need to get there? Okay, how do I get to diplomat? How do I get to diamond? How do I get to ambassador? Because I'm going to become a regional ambassador. I needed, the blueprints, and it was the launch pad. That's what told me how to get. So right now, wherever you are on the launch pad. If you're a retailer, you are on the launch pad, getting ready to become a silver VDM owner, or a platinum, or a gold, or a diamond. Ultimately, you want to become a diamond. I mean, yeah, of course, a gold, or ultimately a diamond. You want to become a diamond member as quickly as possible, because diamond is what opens everything in GWT. So you're on the launch pad wherever you are. If you're a diamond, you're on the launch pad to become what? A diplomat. Diplomat by, write it down tonight. Write it down tonight. I will become a diamond. Write it tonight. Put a date on it. I will become a diplomat. Write the date down. I will become an ambassador. Write the date down. I will become a regional ambassador. Write the date down. I'll become a global ambassador. Write it down tonight. The launchpad. Study it and become an expert in it. It takes you to the 10K club. The next 30 days action plan. What are you kidding? Are you kidding me? That is the success print. I mean, that's the pathway to success in GWT, because that document is as relevant as the person that is signing up this minute, launching their mall anywhere in the world, as it is as important to Reza Miss Gallo, probably the most oldest LC in the company right now. He still uses it as I speak. Every day he uses that document. I use it. Everybody that you know who is doing well, we are using it, because it tells us how to connect with the company. It tells us how to write memos to the company. It tells us how to get trained on social media with the company. It tells us, our My5. It tells us, our whys, why we need to have a why. Look, there are companies that tell you, most companies tell you what to do. They show you how to do it. It ends there. GWT goes further and tells you why you should do it. That's why you need to have your 3 whys. Why are you doing this business? Why? Why did you start it? For the money? Okay. Money is good. Money is good. There's nothing wrong with money. People tell you that money is too much of money is not good, whatever. It's not the money, it's what you do with the money, or it's how you get the money. But the money itself is good. Money buys happiness. Yes, I said it tonight. It buys you happiness. It does. Otherwise, you won't be on this call. Otherwise, you won't be in the business. You're looking for something better because money can provide better. If not, why not go for poverty? Go for poverty and see. People just hide behind excuses and call money evil. Money is good. So the next 30 days action plan, it has how to launch your branding part, how to launch your business. It has, it tells you everything. It's called the next 30 days action plan, not the 30 days action plan. Next, next, next. So you need to say, look at the irony. You're looking to do 20 people in 30 days, and we have a document in GWT that tells you the next 30 days action plan. Are you kidding me? Come on. GWT is a well thought out business plan. Okay? So you need to get to become an expert. And those two trainings are in your BIF. Go to your back office, go to your business in a file, download those documents and become an expert on them. There are videos on those documents. Become an expert on them and you watch your business explode. It's what is trained on the fast start training, the Tuesday night fast start training. That's what is trained there, the launch pad and the next 30 days action plan. But you know what? Don't get into the what's it called? Okay, I've already said it one time. I'm not going to be on the be on every training. Every training, whether you attended last week or yesterday, there's a new training coming up and you can't afford to be there, you be there. Because you know what happens? Every time you attend a training, you're better. And that makes your closing rate to be what? Excellent. Excellent. That's what you want to become. Perfect. There's no perfect, but you can always what? You can always strive for perfection. And that's what you should be striving for. And that's what training does for you. And so, Ambassador Anthony and Regional Ambassador Joy, they put me, on my toes. We have an international webinar on a Sunday night at 9 p.m. our time, and these two people are on the, on the webinar at 2 a.m. The one done in Canada. They don't miss the trainings. They don't miss it. And other top leaders don't miss. Renee is on those trainings. Reza is on those trainings. Sean is on those trainings. So why won't you be on the training? Personnel development. The third aspect of our training tonight. Personnel development. You see, you can only be as good as you are. But you can become better and be the best that you can be. If you just do what? Decide to become the best. So you need skills. You need skills. All right. So I'm going to be referring you, I'm going to give you a reading list. Leaders are readers. I'm going to give you a reading list. And I'll tell you why I have suggested, the materials that I'm going to tell you about now. So take the notes, take the list down. The first one is the forensic networker training. The forensic networker. You need to get the forensic networker kit. Okay, it's in your back office. Sorry, it's in your virtual designer mall. You can order it. I think the kit, including DVDs and CDs, is about 160 Canadian dollars. Before you buy your next watch, your next Fairy timepiece, your next Fairy sun shields, before you buy your next Fairy Mosh, invest $160 in your forensic networker kits. Make it mandatory for yourself and for your team, because you're going to get the whole kit, which comes with the DMO box, the daily method of operation box. You need that box, right, to keep a tab on all your and you can all get it from him if he doesn't have it already yet, and if he has not even sent them out to you already. Just so we have the PDF version, which is about, I think it's the most updated version. I think he has it already, so he's going to be sending that out to everyone. Just ask for it. And I'm going to send him also the memory jogger, okay? So you can just give you, so you know where to find your prospect from. The memory jogger put together by Eric Worre. Absolutely, fantastic document. The second thing that you want to have on the, you cannot do without, GoPro. GoPro by Eric Worre himself. You need only 7 skills to become a master at this game of network marketing, to become a millionaire. 7 skills is all that is required, and everything is encapsulated, entirely in that book. It's I think it's less than 160 pages. You can read that book tonight in 2-3 hours. But it's not a book that you read and you put down. It's a book, it's a reference book that you carry around. It's your multi-level marketing Bible or Quran. You take it around with you. You have it with you at all times. Okay? You need, number 3 is Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn, the late Jim Rohn. Jim has done so much. I've got so much in my library from him, audio books. But this particular one, Building Your Network Marketing Business, is so powerful because it brings together some of the most amazing philosophies of success that this man taught the world. And all the top leaders, all the top people in this business, whether they are actively doing their business or not, they were mentored, they were taught by Jim Rohn, Les Brown, the speakers, Tony Robbins, the coaches, the teachers, Ramin Misgalu, our CEO himself. You can get that tonight, by going to Google. Google it, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Download it. There's a free MP4, audio version you can download. You might be lucky, you can even search and find the ebook as well. Number 4, Go for No. Go for No by Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That book is wow. Just before I came in, to do this presentation, I was actually listening to it in my car. It's that book will not only help your GWT business, it's going to help your marriage. It's going to help your job that you're doing. I can go on and on and on about Go for No. Probably is the best book that I have read to sing this year. Oh gosh. Go for No by Richard Fenton and Andrea Waltz. Andrea is Andrea, and Waltz is WALTZ. Number 5. How to Build Money Machine, Randy Gage. How to Build a Multi-Level Money-Making Machine by Randy Gage. Number 6. Number 6, Rhinoceros Success. Rhinoceros Success by Scott Alexander. Scott Alexander. Scott is SCOTT, and Alexander is just that, Alexander. That is a book. I'm actually reading that book right now. Awesome. Awesome book. Now, let me tell you the reasons why I've recommended this. There are lots of them out there. So many. Think and Grow Rich, blah, 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 so many. But, I want you to achieve results very, very fast. And all of these, are very, very, very quick. You can read them very quickly. The prints are really, very, very reader friendly, and the information is very easily laid out, and you can accomplish very fast. You can do this very, very fast, and they're enough to get you to global ambassador. Really, anything on top of this is just icing on the cake. Now, why do I recommend forensic network marketing? It's obvious, isn't it? Who's the creator of GWT? Ramin Misgalu. Who's the creator of our compensation plan? Ramin Misgalu. So, who best to learn about the business from? Ramin Misgalu. However, that forensic networker is a killer because it teaches you business ownership, which is what is lacking and why a lot of people fail in network marketing. They've never run a business before, so they don't know how to run a company. So that's what Ramin teaches there, and it's incredible. Why the biggest people in this industry are in Vegas right now attending that conference. The top people. I'm following the activity on Facebook. You should be in tune with your business, with your industry. Know what's happening. Okay? So, you can also subscribe to networkmarketingpro.com. Do that tonight. Subscribe to it so that you get free trainings by Eric Worre every morning, at least 5 days in a week. Free trainings. Dr. Anthony, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Wow. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you so very much, NA.
No, I'm still going on. I'm not done yet. I just wanted to sound check. All
Okay,
right.
fantastic.
So everybody subscribe to networkmarketingpro.com. Go to that website and subscribe tonight so that you'll be getting free trainings every day, 5 days a week. All right. Why did I recommend building your network marketing business by Jim Rohn? You need some philosophies that will allow you to excel in this business, and that program has it, all of it. All the philosophies is in there. Go for No. Why do I recommend it? Because it teaches you how to overcome the biggest, problem, the biggest issue in network marketing, which is no, rejection. Not just network marketing, but any facet of your life. Just imagine being rejected, not being in congruent. You're not congruent with your wife, with your staff in the office. So how do you overcome all this negativity? That book teaches you how to overcome no. In fact, it tells you, go for no. Yes is the destination, but no is how you get there. Okay? Why do I recommend How to Build a Multi-Level Money Machine by Randy Gage? Subscribe to goforno.com. All right, so you'll be getting all the newsletters and all, some other, interesting articles from them. How to Build a Multi-Level Money Machine by Randy Gage. Why do I recommend that? Because Randy probably is the single guy who has, created the most numbers of millionaires in the business. He went from being a bar attender to becoming a multi-millionaire in network marketing. And he understands the key to success in network marketing. It's called duplication. So when it comes to duplication, I recommend Randy Gage, and that book, has how to, really duplicate. In fact, he's got another program called Duplication Nation. Duplication Nation. All right. And then, of course, last but not Okay, all right, because it's so exciting when you teach. So apart from learning this information for yourself, I need you to relearn it, learn it so well, and then you go out and teach your team, and then do the most important thing: teach them to teach their own team as well, and your business begins to really, really explode. Thank you so much for the opportunity, and I want to return the call back to Ambassador Anthony.
Thank you,
Thank you so
much,
much,
National Ambassador
National Ambassador.
Razak. This was just absolutely thrilling. In fact, the effect on me was so deep and profound. At some points, I found myself almost being moved, to tears. Um, Being in this business, global world trade, has taught me so much. And just hearing you talk tonight, one of the things that hit me so strong is this is not a mystery. The success you've accomplished in the business is not magic. You know, there are things that you do that makes this type of thing happen. And again, I'm so excited for every person who has been on this call tonight, you know, for being on the call. It's proof positive that you're ready to take your business to the level it's meant to be at. And I'm telling you, um, the success that you're going to accomplish in this business, putting these things that you've heard and learned tonight from Mr. Do It himself, it's inevitable. Um, I'm absolutely blown away. Now, I'm not going to just talk and talk and talk here. If you have any questions, if you have any comments you'd like to make on this call tonight, we'll just like to open the call and allow you say any of those things. RA Joy, what's your take on tonight? I mean, we have some of our top leaders on this webinar tonight, and we can see them on the call. Really exciting, um, from all over the world, basically. Um, what's your take on this training tonight from NA Abdul?
Wow, wow, wow. NA Abdur, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A million thanks. Now, a lot of things that is said, okay, were simply, you know, out of this world. They were, bulleted ideas that would actually launch us into, the billion. And one of those things, he talked about us, we have a story, and that went straight, permit me to use the word, it went straight into my spirit. We really do have a story, you know, and I'm amazed, that NA Abdul knows that we have a story. So you may not have been earning as at now, but you have a story. And what's that story? He said Team MIMSHACH, and that's our story. We are the fastest growing GW team globally. And that sells. Is a sure banker. It sells, okay? It sells. And you can use stories of people that you know me, Dr. Anthony, you are hearing about, Abdurazak. There are so many stories until you are capable. Let me not use the word, capable. Until you have your own story, until your story become juicy, you can leverage on the stories of people. And that's why you must take advantage of the social media, because you would study, about these top earners and use their story. That's exactly what I did. After all, how come I was able to recruit over 10 persons in my first 30 days? That's how I became an ambassador. Okay, I didn't have a story, as at then. I've not earned, but I had to motivate myself by the stories I read of people that I can and I could interact with, and then We started telling the stories and we got people on board. And today I have my story. I have become a story myself. It's just been fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
You know, thank you so very much, Regional Ambassador Joy. You've been such an inspiration to all of us. Fastest Regional Ambassador. That's amazing. Yeah. NA Abdul, thank you so much for this training tonight. I don't see
Pleasure's
any hand
mine.
up. Yeah, NA, thank you very much.
You're so welcome, sir. I've had a very tremendous time. I mean, I'm so excited. Looks like there's somebody. I think there's a question. Somebody wrote. Is this something? Is there a question?
Okay, no, no.
Okay, okay,
Okay, I think
right.
I'm seeing one now.
Okay.
Okay, not really a question. It's a comment from diplomat Patrick Otter. He says, "This is very inspiring, NA. I am revved up."
Awesome, awesome, awesome. You don't have to go fast. You just have to go. Oh man, we're really privileged to be in GWT. I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm super excited for everybody in this company, especially the ones who decide to take this opportunity for what it is. I mean, you will not get into, I mean, GWT, not even Abdurazak, GWT will not be on business for home, except that, business for home, knows that we're worth to be there. We've won so many accolades all over the world. We're a company with less than 40,000 people in the business. Come on. When you just think about it, 40,000 people in our business, that's what some people have individually in their teams in other companies, and they're not even making 25, $50,000 monthly. Yet we have people who hit $100,000 in 1 month with about 7,000 people in their team. Look, there's so many distractions. I'm telling you, companies calling me every single day, come and do our business. We have a better, we'll pay you some money upfront, blah, 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 blah. Distractions from left, right, and center. But you know what? I see a big picture in GWT. There's a big promise ahead. Forget all problems always come in everything that we do in life. There's always going to be a problem because problems make you better. That's just it. Problems make you better. So if you don't have problems, your deal is too good to be true. That's just it. So we will have problems and we will weather the storm. We will come out on top. But most importantly, stay focused, be determined, do what you need to do, and get to global ambassador. That said, thank you so much, everybody. I've been so honored to be on this call tonight, and I look forward to doing this over and over and over again in the future. All right, let's take this all the way to the billion. Let's go do it.
Thank you very, very much, NA Abdul, once again. Yeah. So, just a couple of announcements before we close this call. Yeah, we have Team Triumphant Global Tour taking place on Saturday, October 17th, right in Owerri. Yeah, so that will be taking place at number 30 Umbari Street, Ikenegbu, last floor opposite Twitter Bytes, on top All Workers Microfinance Bank. That's Saturday, October 17th, 2015. And that's for 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So the numbers are there to call. You can check all our groups. You will see details of how to get there. The Owerri Power Couple, Pastor Patrick and Pastor Loretta Unwachi. So amazing, amazing stuff going on there. Again, another event that we have coming on. This is going to be on Saturday, and this is happening actually in Benin City, Edo State. Actually, sorry, on Sunday in Benin City. This is actually a program in one of the churches in Benin, Christ Embassy, Benin Zone, having a Sisters Week. And we got an invitation to do a presentation during the dinner outing on Sunday evening. And we're told they have over 1,000 ladies registered for that event who will be right there, who want to know about global world trade. They've seen it on television, they've seen and heard some stuff about it, and they want to take part in this. So I'm telling you, this is going to be a big event. If you have any ladies in Benin City, you can invite them for this event. Just let them indicate that they got this flyer, and they'll have free access into that event, and have the business presentation. You have any prospects who are ladies, a ladies only event, and this is absolutely amazing. Now, also going forward, remember that we have our um, product innovation and product development and innovation conference coming up on Saturday, October 17th. Yeah, and that will be streamed live. For those of us in Nigeria, we can get the live stream link. That's what I'm showing on screen right now. Just get the ticket, or rather the pay-per-view access link for $35 and then participate in that training, wherever you are. That's for 10 p.m. starting 10 p.m. Africa Lagos time. So very, very important, about this. Also, on Saturday, there is another training, rather, it's a tour that will be taking place in Warwick. I'm just trying to get that flyer out right now. I know that it's in the groups. I That's going to be at TM Suits. Yep, it's going to be at TM Suits. That's for Saturday. Okay, just give me a second. Aha, that's it. Okay, so that's for Saturday. TM Hotels and Suits, 10 Airport Road, Efurum, and the time for that event is 2 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. To 2 p.m. registration and entry, and of course 2 p.m. the tour will kick off Saturday, 17th October 2015. So be there, send your guests there. I think it's a ticketed event for LCs, but of course entry is free with the IV for prospects. So get in touch with the numbers and the organizers, and get your people to get access to that event. Now, just to quickly add that the Benin event for Sunday evening is taking place at Christ Embassy, a Radiawa, in Benin City, Ekewan Road. Yeah, and that event is for 4 p.m. in the evening on Sunday. So thank you very much, everybody, for being on this training tonight. Um, Thank you, National Ambassador Abdur Razak, again for this training. Thank you, all our leaders, Diplomat Maureen, Diplomat Patrick, uh, Diplomat Constantina, all our leaders basically we see on the call: Barrister, Vona, Peace, Olumese, Joshua, Barrister Joshua, Daniel, Olorusui, and so on. Everybody that was on the call, thank you so very much. Trisha from the USA and Celestine from the USA who joined us on the call. Thank you very much. Put these things to work and let's build to the billion. Have a fantastic night, everybody. Good night.